What's up, everybody? I'm ReubyJuice, and Claas is coming to Farming Simulator 19. At FarmCon 19 and on its YouTube channel, Giants revealed this teaser trailer that confirmed what many of us have suspected for a while now. Claas is officially coming to FS19 and in a big way. So I want to talk to you about the Platinum Edition, which, as you can see, is coming to all platforms on October 22nd, 2019. After watching the teaser trailer, I wanted to give an in-depth analysis of it and maybe provide you with a little more insight into what might be in the DLC pack. We've also gotten a whole bunch more information from Giants, including confirmation about a number of pieces of equipment, as well as whether the Platinum DLC will include a new crop and/or a new map, so I wanted to share that with you as well. Taking a look at the teaser trailer, it shows us some in-game shots of a number of pieces of Claas equipment. At the beginning here, we get a few glimpses of different things, but nothing really identifiable. Then we see an Orbis header, which is a corn header for the Jaguar forage harvesters. Jaguars are extremely popular in both Europe and North America and are widely used for chopping corn and grass for silage, so it's great to know we'll be getting one in the pack. After a few more teasing shots, we see a Disco 3600 FC mounted on the front of an Axion 960 tractor. Now in this shot, you can't tell for sure which tractor it is, but later in the video, we'll see confirmation that it is indeed a 960. In the next series of shots, we see what looks to be a Roland 455 Uniwrap baler wrapper combination. This is a combination round baler and wrapper that will make producing silage bales a snap. Similar to the Kuhn square baler wrapper that's already in the game, but this one will obviously do round bales. Here we get a nice close-up where you can definitely see that it's a 960 Axion that was shown before. You can see the mowers in the background as well, mounted on the rear of the tractor, so we know that this is the same one they showed before with the mowers. Then we get another close-up where we see that for sure we're getting a 5000 Xerion tractor, and as I'll show in a minute, you'll see that we'll probably be getting all three Xerion configurations, the 4000, 4500, and 5000. Next up we get this shot. And if you look between the headlights, you see that it's once again an Axion tractor, this time pulling a cargo silage trailer. Since Claas is well known for silage, it's no surprise to see this wagon in the mix to run alongside the Jaguar. Next up, we get a neat shot of the Conspeed corn header with its retracting row separators, and it's mounted on a Tucano 580 combine, as we see here in the next shot, right at the bottom. On the final screen in the trailer, you see that if you pre-ordered the DLC or the entire Platinum Edition, if you don't have the base game yet, you'll get the Claas Dominator 108 SL Combine and a special edition of the Torion wheel loader. As far as I can tell, the Dominator was made in the 80s and 90s, though I'm certainly no expert on vintage Claas equipment. In any case, we'll get a bit of a closer look at it in just a minute. So if we head to the Farming Simulator website and click on the DLC tab, we can get a little bit more information about the Platinum expansion. So we see here once again contains over 35 vehicles and equipment from the Claas product range. So at this point, all signs seem to point to the fact that Claas equipment will make up the entirety of the Platinum DLC. When asked on both the Giants forums and the Farming Simulator Discord server whether the Platinum expansion is going to include a new crop or a new map like it has in the past, Giants community coordinator Chris said the pack won't have either of those things, stating that this Platinum Edition is fully focused on more than 35 Claas machinery. So while we've been accustomed to getting a new crop or a new map or both in this expansion pack that usually comes out 1 year after the game releases, this time around we'll just be getting new vehicles and equipment. And by just, I don't mean that it's not a lot, because obviously bringing Claas, an entirely new brand that many people have asked for in the past, bringing that to the game is a big step. Almost as big, I would argue, as bringing John Deere to the game. It does make sense to me that Claas would want to make a grand entrance with a DLC pack all to themselves in order to show off their wide range of equipment. And with this much coming in a DLC, there's actually going to be more Claas equipment in the game than John Deere. So maybe that means we'll see more John Deere at some point later on? I guess only time will tell. For now, let's take a look at what we do know. We don't yet know all of the 35 plus pieces of equipment that will be coming as part of the pack, but Giants has posted a number of them on the DLC pre-order website as you see here. So let's take a quick look. For tractors, we have confirmation of the Arion, Axion, and Xerion lineups. The Arions will range from 145 to 205 horsepower. We have two different ranges of Axions, with the 870 to 800s ranging from 205 to 295 horsepower, and the 960 920s ranging from 325 to 445 horsepower. So all in all, the Axion lineup ranging from 205 to 445 horsepower. And finally, we have the Xerion line, which will range from 435 to 530 horsepower. You can also see that all the tractors here have the same top speed of 50 kilometers per hour, which is about 30 miles per hour. You'll also note that there is a coming soon block here, which we know from past experience that means there may be other equipment being added to this list in this category. It isn't a guarantee that we'll see other tractors added to the list, but it definitely makes it seem like a strong possibility. Moving on to the harvesters, as we saw in the teaser, we have the Tucano 580 combine as well as its draper and corn headers. The 580 has 381 horsepower and a grain tank capacity of 11,000 liters or just over 300 bushels. Though only the 580 is shown here, the Tucano series runs from a Tucano 550 to the 580, ranging from 318 to 381 horsepower with grain tank capacities from 9,000 liters up to 11,000 liters. There's also a second line of Tucano combines, the Tucano 320 to 450, which range from 245 horsepower to 313 horsepower with grain tank capacities of 6,500 to 10,000 liters. Obviously, we don't know if every possible iteration will be in the DLC pack, but it is possible. The draper and corn headers have working widths of 7.7 meters and 6.0 meters respectively, which is about 25 feet and 20 feet. Now, even though we didn't see any actual in-game shots of the Jaguar in the teaser trailer, we can clearly see here that we're getting the 960 TT, which has a range of engine configurations from 462 to 884 horsepower. We'll also be getting 3 headers for the Jaguar, the Orbis 900, Pickup 300, and Direct Disc 500. The Orbis we saw in the trailer has a working width of 9.0 meters, or about 30 feet, the Pickup 300 obviously a grass pickup header, and the Direct Disc 500 being a mowing header, which has a working width of 5 meters, or about 16 feet. You can see here that there's also a coming soon block in this section, so even though it's not shown, I can only imagine this means we'll also be getting the Lexion line of combines. Now in that line, the Lexion 780 is the largest, topping out at 626 horsepower with a maximum grain tank capacity of 13,500 liters. Since the Lexion is an incredibly popular lineup of combines, I can't imagine it not being in this pack, but we'll just have to wait and see. Getting into the equipment, we can see all of the items I mentioned earlier as well as some more. We have the Cargo 760 with a capacity of 51,000 liters, the Disco 3600 FC with a working width of 3.4 meters or 11 feet, the Disco 1100C with a working width of 10 meters or 33 feet, and the Roland 455 RC Unirap. There are also a couple of weights here, which look like they're 900 and 1800 kilograms respectively. And once again, there's a coming soon block, so we'll be getting more equipment in the pack as well. I would imagine we'll be seeing things like loading wagons, tedders, and windrowers getting added to this list, as well as maybe possibly another baler or two. Claas makes such a wide variety of equipment that it could be any number of things. Last but not least, we get a bit of a closer look at the pre-order bonuses, the Taurian wheel loader and the Dominator combine. The Dominator has 221 horsepower and a capacity of 7,800 liters, or about 220 bushels, and you also get a 5.1 meter draper header and a header trailer. Now, even though it's not shown here on the website or in the trailer, we do know that the regular edition of the Taurian wheel loader will be part of the DLC, as it's shown in this screenshot that was tweeted out by Focus Home, Farming Simulator 19's publisher. So when we think about the coming soon block in the tractor section, this is definitely one thing that will be coming to that section as well. All in all, I'm really excited to see all of this Claas equipment come to the game in October. It's already available for pre-order on all platforms, so check your platform store of choice. It's $20 US or 20 euros, and if you're a console player and you have the Seasons Pass, you have nothing to worry about. Seasons Pass holders will get this DLC for free and also get the pre-order bonuses. And just a reminder, if you're going to pre-order the DLC for PC or Mac and you want to support me a little bit, if you enter partner code ReubyJuice at checkout, I get a small percentage of the sales. I don't expect anyone to do it, but I just wanted to let you know that the option is there. Let me know in the comments if you're excited about the arrival of Claas to Farming Simulator 19. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.